Hey guys, how's it going? Today I got a special commentary for you. It's a Cav gameplay. Me and Fossil Creek, we're really good in the Blackhawk. On Valparaiso, I'll fly a Blackhawk and he'll gun. So we just finished one of those games, and I was kind of bored of driving around. So he decided he would give it a shot and drive around a Cav while I sat on the grenade launcher on top, and we would try to actually use it as a weapon. And surprisingly, it worked extremely well. Most people completely underestimate what the Cav can do, and we ended up destroying something like 4 tanks in this game, and we're just riding around in a Cav. The only problem, the only thing you gotta watch out for, in my opinion, is the grenade launcher. It still blows up. It's not like a 40mm grenade launcher where it doesn't blow up unless you're, or where it doesn't blow up if you shoot it at your feet. It will blow up if you shoot it at a wall right next to you. And we made that mistake a couple of times because Fossil was driving and didn't realize I was shooting the launcher, and he would go past a wall and that wall would be right in my line of sight, so I would shoot a grenade launcher into the wall and I would commit suicide. That happened a couple of times in this game, but what we end up doing is he'll drive, and since he's driving he'll get armor, and I'll put vehicle warhead on, and warhead helps with explosive rounds. So like even in a Blackhawk, the minigun, if you watch closely on the ground, they cause a little explosion. So vehicle warhead actually helps the Blackhawk. It kills a lot quicker if you have warhead on than if you have armor on or some other vehicle perk. But the grenade launchers do a lot more damage with the Cav if you have vehicle warhead on. Because I think I realized after I die in this Cav, or it might have been the one before it because I cut out 7 minutes of the video, but I had smoke on, and I was putting all 6 grenade launchers at people's feet, and they wouldn't die because I didn't have warhead on. But DICE did a really good job with the Cav. Actually, for the most part, things are vehicles are overpowered. Like tanks with the alternate fire, and same with the UAV alternate fire on any of those vehicles is extremely deadly. You don't exactly stand a chance against them unless you're an engineer. And that's pretty much the only thing you can be to stand a chance against them. And DICE did a really good job with the Cav. I mean, they have it really fast, and the grenade launcher on the back, but they built it to be used like me and Fossil are using it here, to use it as an actual weapon, an actual vehicle to help the team. And they balanced it really well, because even though you've got this massive grenade launcher on the back of a fast-moving vehicle, you have no cover whatsoever. I go into third person later in the video, and you're sitting on an office chair, and it looks like your desk is the grenade launcher. So you're putting in the office hours, but you're getting kills as you work instead of filing tax return or something. So you see that right there, you have absolutely no cover except for what's sitting in front of you, your grenade launcher. So people can shoot you right off the back of this thing. And here's one of those tanks. We just blow it up right there, and the guys get out. And I tell Fossil where they are, and I just can't hit them there. So our guy cleans up one of them and lets us have the other one, but he dies in the process. So if I would have been a medic, I would have jumped off there and revived him, and Fossil would have circled back around and picked me up. But we're both engineers, because this is our first time to ever do this, so we didn't know how it would work. But the Cav is extremely wonderful. I like it. It's really fun to use. It's pretty laid-back games in terms of action. You don't get much action. You drive around for the most part and try to stay out of the way of rockets and things so that you can actually stand a chance. So it's more of a conservative gameplay in the Cav. You want to limit yourself so that you don't absolutely... See right there with the vehicle armor on, you get hit by a rocket, but you can still keep going. But like I said, it's the first time we've ever done anything like this, so we didn't know that would happen. So most of the time when you get hit by a rocket in a Cav or an ATV, if it's a direct impact right in the side like that one was, or right in the front, you're going to blow up. You're going to drop straight to 0 health and blow up almost immediately. And I was thinking about fast forwarding this part, but I mean, we're waiting for a Cav. I just didn't feel like fast forwarding. I do fast forward a couple other parts in the video, but this guy, Fossil claimed he knew him, but I don't know, because he certainly wasn't a very, I don't know how to put it, but he wasn't very aware of his surroundings, I guess you could say. But like, you see the tank that's over there leaving our base? me and Fossil, we just want the Cavs, so we'll let other people take the tanks, and I'm not exactly the best tank driver in the world. If anyone's ridden in the tank with me, they know they get blown up almost extremely fast, or almost as soon as you get in it. So, don't get in the tank with me at all, ever, unless I'm gunning. But I don't know what I was doing here. I guess I was just trying to lob grenades over there, because occasionally you can get random kills like that. But whenever you're coming up, when you just got the Cav and you're coming back up towards their base, you want to stay as quiet as you can and not let them know where you're coming from. Why I don't shoot here, but I ended up getting a bunch of kills this game with the Cav. And like I said before, it's an extremely good weapon if you use it as a weapon. Most people just use it as transportation, which makes sense because it's not exactly the typical weapon choice, typical vehicle. And see right there, the tank just it's another example of the, look at that crap, blow up right underneath his feet, and I still don't get it. But it's another example of the Cav. Whenever you shoot at close quarters, the grenades will still blow up. There's no avoiding that. So it damaged me a lot when I was still shooting, and Fossil ran right into the tank. And since then, me and Fossil have played with the Cav quite a bit, and we figured out that if you're in a firefight with a tank, spin in the same direction, do a circle in the same, around the tank in the same direction that the tank is going, the barrel is aiming, and it won't be able to catch up to you. It goes the same speed as the Cav. So if you're just circling it and it's trying to turn the barrel to shoot you, just keep circling it, because it won't catch up to you. It won't be able to get you. And me and Fossil saw we were running low on tickets. What we normally try to do is, if we're running low on tickets, we see we've got about 30 tickets or less, we try to go and set the charge and try to help the Smurfs out a little bit. But other than that, we try to stay away from the charges because we know the Smurfs can handle it. And I don't know what happened here. A guy's just kneeling on the top of the grenade launcher. I mean, it's obviously the best way to ride the grenade launcher, because even now you don't have any cover whatsoever. But it's obviously the good way to do it. But I don't know how to do that. I mean, I don't know how to make myself do that. Like, I don't even know. But it's really funny, because I did this once in a Vodnik and on a tank. When you get in the tank, you're on the 50 cal of a Humvee, you can see your guy's head, like you can see his helmet and everything. And so I think that's what it is, because if you can see your character in the vehicle, then I think it's got the ability to do this. But it looks really funny in a Vodnik, the Russian armored minivan I like to call it, or the American Humvee, because you're sitting on top of the vehicle with your knees up like this. So, but that guy was trying to lock onto us. He realized how good we were getting with the Cav, so he wanted to take us out and make us lose the Cav. But I mean, he's actually pretty smart. Most of the time, enemy Smurfs will not even try to do that. But one thing you got to do as the gunner for a Cav is you absolutely have to spot, because your driver won't know where to go unless you spot, and you've got to be able to communicate with them. Otherwise, you're not going to know where to go, kind of like a Blackhawk. Well, I'll see if I can find a Blackhawk commentary or Blackhawk gameplay to do this on. But see, this right here is exactly what I mean. The tank was trying to turn to catch up to us, but it couldn't catch up. And then Fossil drove right in front of it and let it know where we were. And the Smurf in our squad just blew him up right before we got him. But I'll see if I can find a Blackhawk gameplay. I like to pilot, so it would be a piloting gameplay with probably Fossil or Dogs of War AHP gunning. But I would definitely put their KD at the end of the video and let you know what we got. But most of the time I get 1 or 2 kills or no kills as the pilot, and I still get 2nd or 3rd on the team. There's the grenade launcher still exploding as soon as or it's still blowing up no matter how close quarters it is. And there's an example of me suiciding because of it. And this tank was completely oblivious the whole time. He's like I'm trying to remember the guy's name. There's this guy I played with the other day, and he was so oblivious, he never knew what was happening. So it's kind of like what this tank was doing. I mean, he's getting damage from somewhere. He's like, oh, where's that coming from? And then we blow him up, and I end up getting him right there. But it's just so funny to me how ignorant of their surroundings people are. If you're getting hit from one direction, you turn to that direction. You don't just sit there and back up and hope it doesn't hit you again. You just got to do something about it. Otherwise, we're not going to get anywhere. They eventually start catching on to our tricks and our wiles here. And up here you can see AT mines on the ground. Like right there, we just ran over some, and there I saw an AT mine, but we got blown up by C4. And I fast forward this part because I decided that you probably don't want to watch me respawn and try to repair a cav in the tank and wait for the cav. So I fast forward most of this, and I think I fast forward all the good parts, or all the parts like that. Like, see, we got the cav there, but I ended up just getting killed by the Gustav, like Fossil did. So I had to wait for another one, so I cut that out as well and did that. But me and Fossil call it vehicle whoring. Like, you sit there and do absolutely nothing to help the team until your vehicle comes, and then you're the biggest asset on the team. We call it vehicle whoring, or depending on what the vehicle is, we'll put the name in there. See, vehicle electric or any kind of motion detector is really good to have on your team because they can see the AT mines and everything. I see a guy on the 50 cal up above there. I think Fossil goes around the side and we don't get him because that tank saw us there. But this is definitely a very fun game to play. And what else is there? Oh, always be an engineer. Whenever you're in a cav, there's no exception. You should always be an engineer, whether you're gunning or driving or what, because in some situations, 2 engineers saves you and 1 doesn't. So, like there's one instance in a Blackhawk the other day, and me and Fossil both got out to repair it, and because we did, we survived. Because if only one had gotten out to repair it, we would have gotten destroyed. And here's another example of an ignorant tank. We ended up blowing that up real easily. And that guy just got direct impacted, like right in the stomach. You know how awful that would be to get hit in the stomach by a metal grenade that just got launched out of a grenade launcher? That'd be horrible. But there I accidentally blow up the AT mines, but, I mean, whether it's accidental or not, I'll take it. We've got one objective, and we've got plenty of tickets, so Fossil decides to drive off the bridge because I don't think he knew where he was going. But like I said, we're at 87 health right now, so even if we got hit with a rocket, we would have 1, maybe 2 health left because of that vehicle armor that Fossil's got on. And Fossil showed me those AT mines, told me where they were. In the very last base that's coming up, we get absolutely a ton of kills in the cav. And see, I don't even know why you would put AT mines out there in the middle of a field that no one drives across. But I guess it worked for that guy, so I guess that would answer my question as to why you would do it. Because it works for some person, that one person, but, you know, some people just don't understand that you put stuff at the highest traffic, not in the middle of nowhere. Never mind, so the other game was this guy, I was doing squad deathmatch, and this guy was running around with a Neosted on the recon class, and he had mortar strikes as his weapon, not the C4, which doesn't make sense to me. We see a bunch of guys out there in that building, and I get the one I was shooting at. And then when we come back around, I think we see the tank. Yeah, there's a tank. And Fossil, I'm pretty sure Fossil ends up driving off the back of the bridge again because he doesn't know where the bridge is. It's one of the things you got to get used to on this map is the dimensions of it, I guess, the different points. Yeah, see right there. The tank wasn't even looking at us, but Fossil was backing up because he thought the bridge was still intact. So that's one thing you got to be aware of in any Battlefield game, the destructible environment. It's an absolutely amazing thing to add to a shooter game, which is the only reason I play Battlefield over Call of Duty, because the maps are bigger and you have a destructible environment. So your Battlefield is going to change every time, every game. There's never going to be the same one again, twice. So this guy, I don't even know, man. He just survived 6 grenade launcher shots, toss them in the window, blow open the wall. It's like he was playing peekaboo with us or something, because I'd see him in different parts of the house every time. Every time he would peek out somewhere else in a different part of the house. See, there I got more hit markers. And then I believe our Smurf ends up one-shotting him. Yeah, right there. He just one-shot killed him. So that guy must have had body armor on or something, but I know there wasn't any knifers in this game. No one on the other team was knifing. And Fossil had this idea, and I thought it was a brilliant idea, to blow open the fence and the wall there, and just go straight through it instead of coming up on the left side of it. So I thought that was a great idea, and it ended up working for us real well. But forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, this house here that I think it's Bravo is in. There's that guy on the NG. I think I just blew open that wall. But there's so many lurkers in this game, in this building. I mean, like, you're gonna see, I'm gonna get a bunch of kills up there. There's one or two. That one's one, but Fossil saw more AT mines, and he had them in a ring. So when you blew up the one, it ran all the way back to us and almost got us. But because of Fossil's armor, we made it. And I only repaired a 46 here, so that if an NG starts shooting us or something, we'll be able to survive. But we got back far enough to get actual repairs and repair it the rest of the way, which is a really smart thing to do, because if an NG was up, we would have been destroyed. But you get so many points in the Cav, and see that tank back there even, I'm pretty sure I don't get the tank because Fossil wants me to shoot some guys that are in front of us, yeah. But it's a ridiculously easy way to get points. I mean, I don't want to sound like I just play the game to get points, because I don't. I already get enough points. I've got over, or more than I can count, rather. And here we're just protecting Alpha. We know Alpha's armed, and we just gotta protect it as much as we can. I'm not sure what happened there, because we already driven away. I hadn't shot in a grenade launcher shot for a long while, but I still got objective damage and killed 2 enemies while we were driving away, and I hadn't even gotten a grenade launcher off in a while. So I just destroyed that tank fairly easily, and then, like I said, you see all those rockets and grenade launchers coming from up on top of that building. There's just so many lurkers up there, and this is perfect timing. The game ends, I believe the game ends right before I get shot. Now it looks like we still got a little ways before the game ends, so might need to, yeah, it looks like we're rearmed Alpha instead of keeping that other charge going. But you see AT mine spotted right there. The Sega is something I absolutely do not approve of. Sega or USAS, like that gentleman was using. Those are completely ridiculous and very, very cheap to use. I don't support those at all. But I end up getting a really good KD in this game. It looks like 35 and 11. And there's so many car warfare pins. If you ever need light vehicle gold stars, or any kind of star with a light vehicle, this is definitely the way to do it. So I think that's all I got for you guys today. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later, and here's a bonus clip.